What's up, guys? It's Dr. Barbakoff from Oculus Brain Centers. Just wanted to create this video today to give some information. I've seen a lot of posts recently, a lot of people giving misinformation and pushing products. So I just wanted to clear the air and give our opinion of what's most important to boost your immune system during the pandemic. First off, I'll say that there's no silver bullet. There's no one thing you can do that's going to help you fight this virus. Really, this is a more of a marathon than a sprint. There are things that you can do over time that can really help your immune system, but there's no one cure-all. So I'm going to give you a few different tools today that you can utilize to supplement with. But of course, first and foremost, as you guys have probably read on our recent blog posts, diet and sleep and all of these other factors are really important as well. But in this video, we're just going to touch on supplementation because a lot of us are stuck inside and not in our normal routines, our normal eating habits. So sometimes we have to divert from the plan. So here's ways that you can boost your immune system through supplementation. So first off, we're going to talk about vitamin D. We like a liquid vitamin D supplement. It's a little bit more absorbable. There's also some sublinguals that you can do. Ours is suspended in a fat type of solution, so it gets absorbed really quickly. This is critical for immune function. Vitamin D has huge anti-inflammatory properties and has been shown in the research that high dosing it can actually help prevent the seasonal flu. Although coronavirus is not the seasonal flu, we can kind of extrapolate its ability, and although it hasn't been proven in the research that vitamin D can have this correlation in coronavirus, we do know, and it is well documented, its immune boosting properties. The next thing we'll talk about is buffered vitamin C. Vitamin C has been studied for so many decades on how it supports the body when immune challenges arise. And what it does is really help with your white blood cells and your neutrophils. Those are your immune cells. So vitamin C is super important. We recommend a buffered vitamin C, which is a specific form, but if all you can get your hands on is an emergency or some oranges, some citrus, that's okay as well. The next thing I'm going to talk about here are probiotics and omegas. Probiotics are super important to support your gut flora. Obviously, we all know about the microbiome, tons and tons of research showing how our microbiome affects our immune system. In our practice, we talk a lot about how a lot of neurotransmitter function happens in the gut. It's your largest source of serotonin. So we know the relation between the gut-brain axis, right? Now, with probiotics, it can be really tricky. I want to stop for a moment and just pause. We'll talk about FDA regulations on supplements. It's kind of spotty. There's not too much regulation as far as the FDA is concerned. Mostly they're talking about labeling, and companies cannot claim that they can cure or treat a certain condition since they are dietary supplements separate from drugs. So what this means is there's not always transparency in the supplementation industry. There are a lot of people that make knockoff supplements and they will just relabel with your favorite name brand. So we really have to be vigilant when we're looking for supplements to buy. So you want to make sure you're with a company you trust. Now, that being said, we love the company called Orthomolecular. They're fantastic because they take money out of their profits in order to do quality control testing. So in regards to their probiotic, if they give you maybe 100 billion cultures, is what it says on the label, what they do is they test their product at the time of expiration to make sure 100 billion cultures are still in the bottle when it's about to expire. So what this means is if you can get your supplements super fresh, way before that expiration date, then you're getting way more cultures than you actually paid for. So that's pretty cool. So their supplements are very powerful. We like them a lot. Now, The next thing is the fish oil. So we love omega-3s. They're very great for anti-inflammatory purposes, great for brain health. We know those things, well documented in the research. You can trust that omega-3s can help to boost your immune system at this time. They also help things like your heart, your skin, your joints, your eyes. They're a wonderful thing to supplement in your diet, especially if you're not eating a lot of food sources that have omegas in them, like fatty fish, things like that. We love the orthomolecular fish oil because it only takes about 2 to 3 months from the time that they catch the fish until they put it in the capsule or in the bottle. It's called catch to capsule. On average, what I've seen for most supplement companies is between 2 and 3 years between catch and capsule. Now imagine after 2 to 3 years, that bottle or liquid omegas just sits on in a warehouse for who knows how long. Then it sits on a shelf in the store for who knows how long. So we really have to be conscious about the source of our supplements, how long it's taking to get to our front door, and more so in our body. Just like you would care about where your food comes from and what the animal proteins, what your animals eat, right? If you eat a grain-fed cow versus a grass-fed cow, what are the differences on the body, right? So we want to take that into consideration. We also have a chewable omega for kids. That's delicious. It tastes like citrus, like a mango or fruity flavor. Very, very delicious for kids. They seem to love them, and they just burst right in your mouth. The last thing that I have here is zinc. Now, zinc is very important when it comes to viral disruption, just like the coronavirus, because there's a lot of information that shows that zinc can actually disrupt the RNA replication process of the virus. And so when the virus gets into your cell and wants to replicate its own RNA, in some cases there's DNA, but for coronavirus it's RNA, it uses your cellular machinery in order to replicate itself. And so if you can take zinc that disrupts that process, that's fantastic. You can kind of nip things in the bud, like a viral infection. Now, one thing to note with zinc is that not all zinc supplements are made the same. Some of them are made with cheap rock salts to get the zinc mineral out of the rock salt. It's kind of like a cheap form. So what we recommend is a chelated zinc, and that's the supplement that we carry in our office by Orthomolecular as well. And this chelated form is not only more bioavailable, which means your body can utilize it more efficiently, but that's typically the form of zinc that is studied in the viral RNA disruption aspect, especially as it relates to coronavirus. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for supplements. Definitely check out our blog. We just wrote a whole blog on this. We got great traffic. Lots of you are sharing it. Lots of you are reading it and thanking us for the information. So go check that out at oculusbraincenters.com/blog/COVID-19. That's all for today, guys. We are so happy to have you listen in and learn more about how to boost your immune system, trying to take the long road but more natural road to health and brain health, of course. But if there's anything else that we can do to help support you, or if you have any questions about dosing or anything of the like, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are looking forward so much so to reconnecting with the San Diego community, and we just love our community. We're here for you. We love you, and we'll connect again with you soon. All right, guys, stay healthy out there.